This episode brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 25% off today by visiting hover.com/MrMobile. Hi, I'm Jay Goldman and you're watching Mr. Mobile. Today we're going to take a look at Crayon Physics Deluxe, a really fun game for the iPhone, available in the App Store, priced at $4.99 from a publisher called Hudson. You can find a link to buy it in the show notes for this show on butterscotch.com. I really like this game. It came out a little while ago on the desktop platform for Windows, and there was a lot of buzz about it. People were posting videos on YouTube and that kind of thing, because it's a really imaginative look at how physics kind of works, which makes it sound a little boring, except that you get to draw stuff that really does come alive on the screen. So as soon as I heard that it had come out for the iPhone, I went straight to the App Store and bought it for myself, and I actually kind of haven't stopped playing it since. Becoming a little bit of a problem. So I'm up around level 46, but the game starts off really simply and slowly, easy to get used to as you're starting to get into it, and becomes a lot more of a mind bender the later on that you get, and actually starts to use more and more of your sort of knowledge of physics. So let's take a look at the app. I'm going to show you the first level, and you can kind of see how it builds from there. I'm going to turn on sound on the phone. The sound in the app isn't really necessary to play the game. It's just some nice music that plays in the background. So don't worry if you're in a loud place or don't have headphones on you. You can still play it without listening to it. Now you'll see in looking at the main screen here that everything in the game is kind of based on crayons drawn on paper. So including the menu and all of your interaction with it always has that same sort of feeling to it. Inside of the main menu here, we've got a new game, continue the last game. You can pick a level and jump forward. There's some options, and there is a level editor. That's an important thing to note. So if you get bored of the levels that are in here or want to just try your hand at creating some levels, you can do it directly from the phone and they're playable from there. I'm going to pick new game so we can see what the first level is like. And the first few levels of the game are actually sort of a tutorial that kind of walk you through how to play it. So that way you get a feeling for how it's done and sort of the intricacies of playing it without getting frustrated by it or having to page through a tutorial. So you'll see that it draws in the level here, and you'll note that there's a star over on this side, and then over here in the apple tree is a little circle that's going to fall out. Every level has the same basic premise: get the ball over to the star. It's just the challenges in how you actually do that. So in this case, because we're on the first level, it's told me that I need to draw a box. Just put my finger straight on the screen, draw myself a box that becomes real, falls down because of gravity, hits the ball, which rolls over to the star, and I'm done the level. All of the levels follow basically that premise. As I said, the challenge is in how you get the ball over to the star, and they do get a lot harder. I think I've been on 46 for a few days now, maybe even a week, so they are definitely more difficult as you move through the game. It's a great one for kids and for adults. I find that it's challenging, but it's also a great sort of edutainment opportunity, if you'll pardon the use of that word, for kids, so you can teach them a little bit about how physics actually works without them being conscious of the fact that they're learning about it. And I find that it's a really great game if I've just got a couple minutes and I'm waiting somewhere, because I can just go straight into it, play a couple of levels, and then somebody will appear or whatever it was that I was waiting for. So really great way to use up a few minutes here and there. Available in the App Store. Link to buy it is in the show notes. This has been Mr. Mobile. I'm Jay Goldman. Thanks for watching. Check out butterscotch.com for more shows, and we'll see you next time. This episode brought to you by our friends at Hover, the easiest way to buy domain names and do more with them. Get 25% off today by visiting hover.com/MrMobile.